Hello everyone, welcome back to 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Hello Ponta, Omori Enjoyer, Hack Squid. How are you guys doing? Good morning. It's time. I'm sorry I couldn't stream this on Friday. I was a little bit tired because I ended up sleeping very late on the days before, so I decided not to stream on that day. But now we're back and we're in full steam, ready to tackle whatever's ahead of us. So last time in Last Defense Academy, we traveled back to the killing game route with Hideko, and that explained why Takumi got drugged by the two sponsor figures back when we were playing that timeline. And unfortunately, we failed our mission there. We were supposed to replace Kakoji's data with the thumb drive, but unfortunately, Takumi somehow passed out while he was gathering intel, and then when he woke up, the pod was all corroded, and Tsubasa mentioned the QB liquid. We went back to Hideko, and then we traveled back to the steady fundamental timeline. And after that, we battled Adamakyo. Veshna showed up, and she's entertaining the idea of resorting back to cannibalism. She seems like a silly sauce, and then she just left. We beat her in combat. She was really pathetic. But yeah, now we unfortunately have our. Okay, I don't know how long I can keep this up. Okay, so, it's, like, hard to focus my mind on, like, coming up with, like, the voice and also explaining what's going on. So, yeah. We went back to the killing game route. We weren't able to replace Kakuji with the thumb drive data, and then we just went back to steady fundamental, and we had the whole explanation of the quantum mechanics and how everything comes down to chance at a quantum level, and that explains strange occurrences. For example, the escape pod being corroded only in the killing game route and in the mystery route. And while I do like that concept, like, you know, you get into chaos theory, Schrodinger's cat, right, with like the quantum mechanics of atoms and stuff, and how, like, when you know, like, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Schrodinger's cat and all that stuff, but
Basically, if you look at an atom at a quantum level, so you can see the quarks of the atom, which are like the sub-proton, sub-electron particles, they, like, every time you look at them, they are doing a different thing. So it pretty much feels like they are rolling random positions, random characteristics every time you look at them. So it is one of those things where when you can't see an event, it can take any shape or form imaginable. You know, it gets like into chaos theory and stuff. So I do like that idea, but I'm not exactly 100% a fan of how they're like using that to explain some of the occurrences in this game, whereas I thought like they used it to specifically explain the corrosion of the pod, while I feel like it just made a lot more sense to say, okay, like maybe that corrosion just happened because those are the only timelines where we open that hatch to the escape pod, because I think they are, if I recall correctly. But yeah, either way, whatever the case may be, yeah, so we are now facing that problem because now that corrosion has spread to the steady fundamental timeline and it fucked up our buzz. I actually don't know where the CGs for this timeline are. I'm honestly so sorry because I already don't even know where CGs are in this entire route anymore. But yeah, our buzz is corroded. We have 9 days to find the QB liquid before the corrosion starts spreading in other areas of the academy, because we lowered the air pressure in the other areas to prevent that, but it's not gonna last for long. So yeah, that's where we left things off on. A little bit tired without the R. A little bit tired without the R. What do you mean by that? A little bit tired. Oh! Oh. Okay, now I see what you mean. Now I see what you mean. The enemy would strike again on day 47, so there wasn't any issue with us leaving the school unattended for a while. Yeah. So, we are supposed to go back to the killing game route on day 45, and that's when Tsubasa says Takumi has found the QB liquid. In the killing game route, he had passed out on that day, and then when he woke up, he had found the QB liquid somehow. So that's what we're gonna do. But we're still, like, early on. It's still, like, day 36, day 37 or something like that. But just in case of any unexpected attacks, we decided that 8 of the team would remain at the school. The remaining 7 of us went out to search the ruins, but... Oh, hey, Darume is with us. We're not getting anywhere. There's no sign of it here. We didn't find anything either.
This is driving me crazy.
I told you it wouldn't be easy to find. At any rate, it's already nighttime. Yeah, let's get back and try again tomorrow. Let me take off my shirt, boys. God, I need to get like a second air conditioner. This ain't enough. We returned to the school and reported our results, or lack thereof, to the defense team. Our friends had been guarding the school were disappointed for a moment, but they shrugged it off.
It's fine. We still got 8 days left, right?
You'll be sure to find it if you just keep looking patiently.
Nobody seemed to be discouraged by the situation. We had a late dinner and went our separate ways. Eventually, everybody returned to their rooms. Everybody except for me and Hideko, that is. Brazilian writer coming. Oh my god, stop bullying me. Why is this happening? Why is the bacteria here in this timeline too? I told you, didn't I? The particle bacteria emerges depending on quantum luck. It's an entirely fickle phenomenon that plays by its own rules. There's no sense in trying to reason it out. Let's focus on what we're going to do from here on. Namely, finding the QB liquid.
Huh?
Do you have any ideas? Hiriko listlessly shook her head. Either way, we're in trouble. Our class weapons will be fine, but our electronics, traps, an escape pod, anything made of metal. All of it will end up falling apart. Even the machine in the defense room that holds Shion's real body. And that includes Sirei too. And Nigo. Which means, yeah, if you don't fix that, your mission is a bust. Exactly. At this rate, we're all going to die. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Those fade outs are starting to get to me. There's so many of them. Come on, Uchikochi. What the fuck, dude? Just like the day before, we split up into a group of 7 to explore and 8 to defend the school. Hiroko and I were part of the exploration team. We spent all day going from place to place in search of QB liquid. But in the end, we had nothing to show for it. We gave up on the search for now and decided to pick it up again the next day. I am so glad we aren't doing like proper explorations just like in the Box of Blessings route, because I am so tired of that shit.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 36th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
From the vile and barbaric enemy!
We decided to switch out the members of the search and defense teams randomly each day. Today, I ended up with the defense team. After breakfast, I sent off the exploration team with a few words of encouragement. After that, I went back to my room. What should I do now? Should I go back to looking for that book, Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis? No, that probably wasn't the right move for today. My mind was so preoccupied with the particle bacteria, I doubted I could focus. Still, I can't just sit around staring at the ceiling. The others staying at the school were Takamaru, Nozomi, Yugamuki, and the Tsukuma twins and Ava. I decided to go see what they were all up to. Let's chat with Takamaru. Why not?
Takumi, wanna take a ride with me?
Alright, it sounds fun. Do I just get on your bike?
Huh? Hell nah. I never ride two asses to a seat.
Then how am I gonna ride with you?
Ain't it obvious? You're gonna leg it. Run beside my bike.
Oh my god. There's no way I would keep up. There's no way I could keep up. I'm not trying to set a running record.
How'd you explain, man? I'll let you ride behind me. Just be careful not to fall off.
Why didn't you just say that? After that, I enjoyed a ride with Takamaru. Hell yeah, that sounds fun. Choo choo doo choo doo choo choo doo choo. Nozomi in the rec room. I don't remember if we talked to her here. I believe we have. Did you come here to use the gift-o-matic, Takumi? I came to make some shortcake with the gift-o-matic. Do you want some too, Takumi? I ate shortcake with Nozomi. Oh yeah, I think that's when I made the joke about I ate some of Nozomi's cake. At night, I met up with the schoolyard with... My god. At night, I met up in the schoolyard with the exploration team who'd had all returned from their trip. Their disappointed faces told me all I needed to know. But I still had to ask just in case.
Huh?
How did it go? The weekly shook their heads. Well, that's too bad. 6 days left. Slowly but surely, our time was running out. After dinner, I headed for the usual spot behind the school at Hideko's request.
Huh?
What did you want to talk about? Today is day 36. That reminded me of something. This is the day that A2 time leaps in the Calamity route. Do you remember what happened on day 36 in the box of Calamity timeline? I sifted through my memories. If I remember right, Aito used the parallel leap machine to jump to another timeline, and we never explained what timeline that was. It could be this one. Could be this one. It could be the Killing Game route, because there's one extra Aito there, but there's nothing that can confirm that that's the Aito from the Calamity route. But yeah. That's right, but in the end, we never found out which one he jumped to.
Huh?
Are you saying you figured it out now? No, it's not that. But something about it still bothers me. That reminds me, Aito escaped from his cage back then too. His method was different this time around though. In the box of Calamity timeline, someone broke the lock to the cage for him. Yeah, that's true. Someone. If you don't remember, it's for the best. I wonder if that was Kakuji on second thought. Like, what if Kakuji went to him and made an agreement that he would be the successor of the sponsor? Huh. What? At any rate, he used a different plan here in this timeline. He managed to escape the cage all by himself. Yeah, he used the trapdoor that we found there, wasn't that? No, but we hit him. Wait a second. I need to look back at my notes for this route. I'm a little confused on the timeline here. Cause like he had escaped the cage by himself, but then we put him in the strange room. When did he escape from that? I don't think I have notes on that. Weird. Okay, hold on a second. The trapdoor is in the right one. That is true. But the thing is, we put him in this strange room. And in this timeline, like we know how Aito escaped the cage here. He used like the same moves as the mystery route when Ava tried to kill Shoma, right? We learned from other people that he got someone to give him 100 balloons and all that jazz. Someone like to plug the drain on the courtyard and stuff like that. So we know that's how he did it. But when exactly did he escape from the strange room? I actually don't remember which day that happened. Either way, the moment I heard those words, I remembered something I'd heard.
Sir Ato requested that I close the drain.
Yep.
Well, it's true. I opened the valve for the fountain in the courtyard all the way.
It was pretty early. Yeah, it was very early. Interestingly, before even it was before even that was supposed to happen in the mystery timeline, because that was like day 50 or something. So it's really weird that someone knew about this method. Like, honestly, Ato, let's be honest here, Ato could have... I just thought of something. I think, like, we haven't considered the idea that it wasn't the person from the mystery route that gave Ato this idea. It was this Ato that gave this idea to the mystery timeline. Right? It all started here. This is, like, the starting point. Right? I feel like that's what's going on. Because, you know, we assume... Like, okay, Kakoji was X, okay? Like, Kakoji was X. So we assume that, like, Kakoji wanted Ato to be the successor to the sponsor, so maybe they had, like, some chats, and maybe he was the one that suggested this idea to Kakoji so that she could tell Ava how to do it, right? It's possible.
The whole courtyard was soaked, like it had been doused by a sprinkler or something.
I did give Ato something made of rubber. Sturdy rubber balloons. About 100 of them, actually.
That would be pretty clever if that's the way they're going to explain this. Ah, so that's what happened.
Ato used the same method Ava did in the mystery timeline.
I think it's more accurate to say that Ava used the same method as Ato, Takumi. You're just realizing that now? Well, it took me a while to connect the dots myself. On day 9, I remember the way Ava escaped in the mystery timeline. Do you remember when you suggested putting Ato back in the cage after he escaped? At that point, I was suddenly assaulted by a violent headache. I suddenly remembered what happened in the mystery timeline. That's why I said what I said.
Not that cage. We have to put him somewhere else.
I hope they recap when he escaped from the strange pods. I think it was like day 30... No, day 23, day 24, something like that. As soon as Hiriko finished talking, I took off running.
Where do you think you're going?
I could hear her calling after me. I responded without turning around.
I'm going to confirm something with Ato.
Oh, so Ato hasn't escaped. That's why I'm so weirded out. Okay, Ato hasn't escaped. Ato hasn't escaped. That makes that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know why I thought he had escaped, because nothing was adding up. But like I didn't have notes for when he escaped. I think it's when they said like he managed to escape all by himself. I kept thinking that he was not in here anymore. Okay, stupid me.
Confirm what?
Isn't it obvious? SAD. The scandalous Atsuki disappearance.
Okay, sure, Takumi.
Ugh, fine. I don't know what you're up to, but I'm going with you.
I like that we are going to Ato here, because, you know, the three of the 4 protagonists of this game are Hiriko, Ato, and Takumi. Of course, Nozomi, only one being left out. And I would like for this route to focus on these 3 characters specifically. Of course, that's a very Hiriko-centric route. But, you know, these are the 4 key characters in this game. SAD, I know. What are you two doing? It's almost time for bed. Couldn't you get any sleep? Did you come here so I could read you Snow White? Unfortunately, I don't have any fairy tales. Shut up! I'm here to ask you something. Oh, really? You got out of that cage by yourself, didn't you? That K person you said unlocked it for you doesn't really exist. What are you babbling about, Takumi? The bottom part of that animal pen wasn't secured in place. It's just a heavy iron cage mounted on a base. Still, it weighs 1 ton. It's not something anyone could move with their bare hands. That's why you came up with the idea of using buoyancy. The courtyard can be sealed airtight. If the drain was sealed off and the fountain valve was wide open, the courtyard would be full of water in a matter of hours. And what would happen if there were 100 inflated 10-liter balloons in a cage when that happened? Archimedes' principle states that upward buoyant force is equal to the weight of the displaced water. 100 balloons that hold 10 liters each makes 1,000 kilograms. 1 ton of upward force. This cancels out the weight of the cage and reduces it to near zero. You'd barely need to use a single finger. You were easily able to lift the cage with just the slightest effort. That's how you escaped. On hearing my explanation, Eito broke out into a bright grin. Bravo! What a brilliant deduction, detective. There's no reason for me to hide anything now that you've figured that much out. Then tell us, why did you invent this K person? Obviously to not make him a suspect that he did this all by himself. To sow distrust and discord, naturally. Yeah, that's also another reason. Of course, he wanted people to think that there's a traitor among them. And why did you go to the infirmary after escaping? Yeah, that's like the one thing that I'm curious about. I mean, it didn't seem like he was doing any efforts to destroy it. He was just like staring at it when we came there. I don't know if I necessarily buy that, but okay. Let's assume it's the truth for now. To destroy the revival medic. Without that, you'd all be in a tough spot, wouldn't you? Listening to him was making my blood boil. You haven't changed at all. You're still a liar, a traitor, an untrustworthy scumbag. Oh, I feel so terribly wounded. Maybe it would make me feel better if I told everyone about your little trips through time. Apologize on your hands and knees. Put that low, slopping forehead of yours on the ground. Then scream about how sorry you are, with tears streaming down your face. Do that, and I might forgive you. I drew my hand back to lash out, but Kiriko caught it before I could. Come on, we'll only waste our time talking to him. It's a little bit dangerous because this is day 36, so I wouldn't be surprised if like an Eito, the Eito from the Calamity route comes here and saves this Eito. Oh, you're going? That's too bad. I happen to be aware of some valuable intel that you might be interested in. Valuable intel? But I won't say a word until I get that apology. See you around, friends. Good night. Eito turned and vanished into the capsule. He's bluffing. Don't pay him any mind. I don't think he's bluffing. Huh? Yeah, you're right. Let's get out of here. So ended day 36. I didn't think about Eito again for a while after that. The fucking fade outs, dude. We spent the entirety of the day searching for QB Liquid. Unfortunately, our search didn't turn up anything, and time flew without any mercy. The morning of day 38 was upon us without so much as a hint of lead. Bing bong.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 38th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Alright.
Okay, catch you guys later.
Hey!
Be careful out there.
Ah!
Or don't. Be as reckless as you want. We only have 5 days left.
That's right. Don't hesitate to make sacrifices. Do whatever it takes to find that QB liquid and bring it back to the school.
Make sacrifices.
If we die outside of the wall, we can't come back.
He's telling us he doesn't care if it comes to that. That's so heartless. I won't let that comment slide. Sir can say whatever he wants. It doesn't mean we have to agree.
Right, your biggest priority is making it back in one piece. That's an order, understood?
I'm so grateful for your words of encouragement. Yes, we should go now. So you know what I'm thinking? I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna use like the quantum explanations of chance and luck to basically say, in this route, there's no appearance of QB liquid at all. Only in the killing game route. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna travel there on day 45, find the QB liquid there, give a little bit of it to Tsubasa on that timeline, and take the rest with us to fix the buzz here. That's what I think is gonna happen. After seeing off the exploration team, the rest of us went our own ways. I always end up coming back to my room. Is this just in my nature, or is this some sort of pre-programmed video game where this is just the way the days go by? Well, whatever. 7 people were on guard duty, not counting myself. Kurara, Gaku, Shoma, Moko, Darumi, Tsubasa, and Hiruka. I decided to go see what they were up to. Tsubasa in the rec room. I don't know if I remember that one. Hello, Nozomi. Did you come to use the gift-o-matic too, Takumi? I came to make some cleaning supplies. I threw up everywhere again. Poor girl. I know she can't help it because of her condition, but it's gotta suck to have to do all that cleaning whenever she gets sick. Poor girl, man. Was a Matter Shop? Did a Matter Shop always have this logo? Did the game update without me knowing? Guys, did they update the logos? Am I derping? Am I derping, or they actually updated the logos of the areas? I never paid attention to that. It might be the case where I also have never paid attention, but I feel like they changed them. I think you're tripping. I might be. Alright, let's hear Darumi crying. Why not?
Mom!
What's the matter, Darumi? Did something happen?
No, I just felt like crying.
I could check, I guess. Please do. Please do. Just tell me if I'm tripping. Have you even downloaded any update in the last year? Oh yeah, a few actually. I think there was at least 2 that I remember of. I might have missed like another one recently. A person should have a reason to cry. Tears are supposed to mean something. Yeah, not for Darumis. I distinctively remember there was one update, Ponta, where they basically gave some balancing to Kurara. I think when the game released, her traps only dealt 1 damage, and then they changed it to 3. And I think they increased the amount of traps you can place too. Other than that, I think there was like one point in time where they added this Ultra Despair mode, Extreme and Despair, which is like, you know, your characters, they only have 1 HP essentially. Like if they get hit, they die instantly. One of the updates was Ava's CG censorship. Nah, I think that was there from the get-go, unfortunately, because it's Nintendo. I don't think they do stuff like that, like patches to censor shit. The exploration team came back late. It was already past 10 when we saw them. What were you guys doing? I was worried.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, did you find anything? All 7 members of the exploration team grinned upon hearing your question, so did they? Don't tell me!
You found the QV liquid?
No, we weren't quite that successful.
But we got something else instead.
An important piece of information. Okay. What information? We were searching around some buildings a long way from here. And we happened upon a platoon of enemies making camp. Of course, we hid ourselves right away.
Those clowns never saw us, but...
We overheard their leader talking to someone through their wireless comms. And we heard them mention the We heard them mention the particle bacteria. Okay. The exploration team excitedly continued their tale. They'd learned something from the platoon leader's conversation. A few days ago, at an enemy base, the relay station would have been in other timelines. There was a particle bacteria outbreak. They quarantined the corroded areas, but couldn't stop the spread completely. That was why that platoon had been sent out to that cluster of buildings to look for a way to combat the bacteria.
The last thing we heard the leader say was...
We've secured the QB liquid. Okay, so we're gonna attack the relay station and take the QB liquid. Okay. I've already sent it to the relay station. It should arrive any minute now. So you're saying there's QB liquid at the enemy base? The exploration team nodded with smiles on their faces. Just then, Syrian Ego showed up. The icons are the same. Fuck! Okay.
Hooray!
Surprise! We heard everything!
What an incredible feat!
And you all made it back in one piece. Your commanding officer is just so happy you're all okay. Quit it with that, man. Anyway, I know we only just got this news, but I need you to go immediately.
Go where? Isn't it obvious? The enemy relay station.
Of course, we can't very well leave the school empty. You never know when there might be a surprise attack.
Those of you who went out today should stay here. You're probably exhausted after all that walking. Wait a minute, I get why the defense team should be the ones to go, but...
You really mean right now?
Yum, yum, yum.
You're darn right I do. If you don't go now, you won't make it in time.
Even by bus, it takes about 8 hours to get to the base.
Then we make it even if we left tomorrow. We still have 4 days left anyway.
I think you're forgetting something very important, Maruko.
The school bus right now, yep. Oh dang, we can't use the bus because of the particle stuff.
Exactly. That's why we need a defense team to set off now, preferably sprinting.
You want us to run when it would take the bus 8 hours.
You'll be fine. We're confident you can make the trip in a mere 32 hours. Jesus.
32 hours.
Get fucked, y'all. Well, After taking a moment to rest our eyes, those of us assigned to the expedition team left for the base. There were 8 of us in all: Moko, Darumi, Shoma, Gaku, Tsubasa, Kurara, Hiriko, and me. Okay. Moko, Darumi, Shoma, Gaku, Tsubasa, Kurara, Hiriko, and Takumi. Okay. We were cautioned against using Tsubasa and Shoma's class weapons to make the journey easier. Yeah, because it tires them out. We'd be in for a fight when we got to the base, so we needed to preserve our Himo anima as much as possible. According to Siri and Ego, class weapons weren't capable of that kind of extended use anyway. Fair enough. Our only option was to run. Night fell. Dawn broke. And even as everything fell dark again, we just kept going. Maybe that was an exaggeration, but aside from some short breaks for food, we really did just keep running. An overwhelming amount of time passed, and before I knew it, it was the start of another day. Suddenly, I realized the sky was light again. I must have fallen asleep while I was running. Damn. Everybody else seemed just as dazed, constantly moving their legs even as they grew limp and weak. Right as I opened my eyes, Hiriko, who was leading the charge, called out, "We're here." We stopped and made our way to the top of a nearby hill to survey the situation. What I saw there was the relay station, yeah. It's not the top of a hill, that's the top of a road, but okay. After some quick recon, we snuck into a nearby storm drain. Getting here was really tiring, wasn't it? For real, not even a killing game could make me feel this close to death. Can we rest for a sec? I can barely move a muscle. No, we don't have time. You cold-blooded psycho! She's eviler than a homicidal mastermind. Nice. Just to confirm, we're going to fight the enemies in the base, right? Isn't that obvious? It's not like if we ask politely for their QB liquid, they'll just hand it over with a smile. Huh? You've all heard about the enemy intel, right? Right, Hiriko told us on the way here. Hiriko had explained to everyone what she heard from Siri and the others. The name of the commander is Quenzile. He flies around in the sky, right?
So annoying. Not with my specialist skill on our side. I'll whip up some surface-to-air artillery and knock him down in one shot. The thing is, I'll have to start crafting it after he actually appears.
Why? Can't you just make it now?
This particular weapon can only hold its shape for 5 minutes. After that, its internal pressure will cause it to explode.
I see. That makes complete sense then. One last thing. There's no revivals in this battle, so be careful. Right, without the school bus, we'd never make it back to the infirmary in time. Yeah, I don't think even with the school bus, I think 8 hours is still pretty... It's still a lot, because people have died like overnight and weren't able to be revived afterwards. But I guess it all depends on your blood loss. Exactly, so if things look shaky, retreat immediately. Got it? Everyone nodded in silence. Their faces looked tense. Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out! I think I like those transformations with the few people more than I do the ones with a lot, because like there's like a very circular I guess composition to their faces, which is like really fun. Looks really good. Choo choo choo.
Say when. All right. Ready when you are. Take that!
Let's go! Stab, stab, stab!
Why did I do that? I should have used her second move. That was dumb.
I'm taking the wheel. Let's keep it up.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because there was still one enemy to the side
I'm good whenever.
that I had to kill either way.
Out of the way. Locked and loaded. Take this.
Tempo. Tempo. Time.
Let's go. Say when. Let's go. This should do it. Ready when you are. Not bad. Here we go. Ha! Good to go. Take that! I've got this. Here. Say when. Yeah! Let's do this. Take that! Let's go. Yeah! Go! Here we go. Good to go. Time to use it. I've got this.
How should I approach this? Probably like that, yeah.
Here. All right.
Or Tsubasa.
I'm good whenever. Out of the way. Locked and loaded.
Tempo.
Watch out.
Tempo.
I'm
Tempo.
good whenever.
Time. This setup is weird. Gaku, can you do something useful here?
Just watch me.
I guess, yeah. To a certain extent. I guess I could use Shoma here. Oh no, it doesn't get all of them. I think it might. Ah, that's really annoying, man.
Let me at him.
Whatever, I'll just use my voltage if needed.
Mow him down. I'll show you what's up.
And it will be needed.
Leave it to me.
Okay, so I need like 3 extra. Or I could just put maybe maybe I could put Shoma
My best won't be much, but still.
like this. So how far does his ult go?
Not to drag you down. I'll try not
1,
to
2,
run
3, 4,
away.
5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You wouldn't get these two.
Prepped and ready.
Damn it, dude. I didn't want to waste more voltage than I need,
Let's go.
but it seems like I don't have much of a choice here. Alright, well,
not to drag you down.
I mean, if I'm able to take one extra step here with Shoma, I'm gonna leave this guy. No, wait, I'm gonna leave two guys. I hate this.
Let me handle it.
Whatever, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's do this. Gotta push it.
I guess I'm just gonna Desperation
Let's go.
Potion Shoma.
Yeah.
My best won't be mud. I'll try not to. Yeah. Ugh. I can't
Nope.
lose. I have to do this.
Okay. Where's our boy?
That battle was on easy mode.
I guess I still struggled with it.
Yeah, nothing to it.
It's not over yet. He's coming.
Him? It's Gwenzile!
It's Gwenzile.
I am the paragon of repulsion, Gwenzile. I'll be sure to make it agonizingly painful when I kill you. Go ahead, scramble for your ugly lives. You won't escape from me.
It would be really fun if Veshna's appeared after this battle.
Here, just like a moth fluttering around a bonfire in summer. All right, cover me. I need to focus on crafting this artillery. Hello, Earth to peasants! Am I talking to myself here? It's an honor to be tasked with protecting somebody as noble as me.
I guess.
Everybody, Kurata's right.
See? He gets it.
No, I mean, forget about
Yeah,
honor or nobility or whatever. Just
Yeah,
cover her.
I knew that's what he was gonna say.
Understood. Got it.
I'm just surprised that Gaku and Darami had this weird reaction to it. Cause yeah, we know Darami and Gaku are the ones that got Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 here in the in the fucking slasher route, but you know. I don't know why they were so weird there.
Ready when you are. Let's go. This should do it.
I owe you
I've got this.
Yeah, Gaku and Darami are already looking for weird monsters to bring home, exactly.
Not bad. My turn. Not there yet. Ah! That all you got? Yeah. I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use Takumi. It's not like I care.
Take that! That all you got? Ha! I'm not done yet. It's all right. Not there yet. That's it. I'm not done yet. Ha! It's all right. Take that! Got it!
Just watch me. Bang, bang, bang! I'll show you what's up.
It's my turn! Smash! I'm good whenever. Out of the way! Leave it to me. How's this? Bring it on! Boom!
So was this instant? Yep.
It's set! Told you it wouldn't take long.
Get fucked, Gwenzile.
And that's slaughters her prey.
And that's how a true lady slaughters their prey.
He freaking survived!
Naughty Kurara! You broke your promise!
Hey.
I never said this would kill him! I just said it would knock him down!
Less bickering, more fighting.
Okay, here goes.
Choo doo 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 doo.
Precious.
Alright, you're so cooked, man. I don't know why they make this fight so easy. Like, there's so many enemies next to him and he doesn't have counter. Like,
This should do it.
it's
Not
ridiculous.
there. It's all right.
You don't even need to try
I'm not
here.
done yet. Not there yet.
Can you name one hard fight? The one where I
It's
chose to
alright.
play using only Nozomi.
I'm not done yet. Take this! Oh, not there yet. I'm not done yet. It's all right. One last strike.
Ava. Route 0. I guess that is like I guess Ava is the hardest commander and Route 0 I guess that is the hardest fight in the game. You got that right. But it's still like not, you know,
The pain. It hurts.
this is not the Dark Souls of strategy RPGs.
Why? Why would you do something so cruel?
You're asking us? And why do you?
Suddenly, Quensley broke off and stared at something behind us, far off on the horizon. Oh my god, you guys are better than this. Please, Hideko, do something about this. The funny thing is, okay, you know what? The funny thing would be if Veshinus is actually on the horizon now, because it's gonna say, look, it's Veshinus! And if Veshinus actually is there this time, okay, I will actually tip my hat to the game, because that would be funny as all hell.
Oh, a UFO!
Oh my god, really? Didn't he say Veshinus last time? Did he say a UFO actually? Am I misremembering?
Huh? Where?
Everyone turned to look. I was so caught up in the moment that I did too.
I don't see no UFO.
Don't tell me.
Oh my god, we turned back around, but it was too late. During those precious few seconds, the defeated commander had disappeared completely. What an idiot.
Run away?
Looks like it.
With that idiotic trick? Not even a kid would have fallen for that.
I know, right?
And yet, we did fall for it.
Hideko, you have been through 146 timelines. You've been doing this for 40 years. How the fuck did you fall for that, you idiotic moron?
So you're saying...
We're dumber than a bunch of little kids.
Where are the memories of being trolling? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess she is like over 40 years old. She's 140 years old, you know. Okay, well, I guess we can forgive her. Ah, this game, I tell you, man. I just feel like her memories come in only when it's convenient for her to plot. Like, wouldn't it, don't you guys agree that it would have been way funnier if Veshinus was actually there?
It's here!
Like, if Veshinus actually, because like, you're already expecting it. Because, like, I don't know if like, the routes you have, I don't remember which route he does that trick on us, but it would have been so funny if there was a route where Veshinus is actually there and he's not kidding. Shoma's voice echoed throughout the base. We all followed the sound. Shoma, did you really find it? Yes, in a storage room in the back. Then let's see it. Agako's urging, Shoma pulled it out from behind his back. No doubt about it, that's the QB liquid. Yahoo! We did it! We can use this to get rid of the particle bacteria, right? Yes, completely and thoroughly. Good work, Shoma. Great work.
I didn't know you had it in you, Shoma.
Phew, now we can take a break. No, you can't. You have to rush back before time runs out. I don't think so. We don't even have time to stand still, let alone sit down and rest. Huh?
Oh?
We only have 2 days left, just like in that one game called Omori. If it's going to take us 32 hours to get back, we won't arrive until tomorrow night. And I'm assuming you're all too tired to run at the same speed as we did in our way here. That means we'll be racing against the clock. If we really push ourselves, we might make it by the morning after tomorrow. But... Silence, servant. Servant? What are these? What in the fucking Danganronpa are these eyes? Let's just get going. The others are counting on us. Hideko started making her way outside the base. The rest of us could only sigh. That Hideko, it's just like I said. Everyone, she's a cold-blooded psycho. But then we all staggered after her. That's not the first time they call her that. I mean, Gaku did say that before we raided the relay station. I wonder if that's gonna be like a key phrase that we're gonna throw out around this timeline. You know, like maybe the route ends after Hideko eventually sacrifices herself, and it's like everyone just goes like, she was our favorite. She was our cold-blooded psycho, you know. She may have been a cold-blooded psycho, but she was our cold-blooded psycho. Credits, bro, you know. Feels like they're emphasizing that. Day 41. All we could do was drag our exhausted bodies back to the academy, one step at a time. My consciousness was so hazy that it felt like I was running inside a nightmare. My legs were out of strength. I imagined they were just 2 withered ancient tree trunks attached to my body. Morning finally came. The sun set. And even as night came again, we never stopped. What we were doing by that point could hardly be called running. Even walking would have been too generous a description. My body felt like it wasn't mine anymore. It was like I was having an out-of-body experience. Suddenly, I heard a voice. The date is about to change. I had no idea who said it. For all I knew, I might have said it myself without realizing. Feeling blurry and hazy, we crossed over into a new day. Alright, I think that's our deadline. Just like Hideko predicted, we finally arrived at the academy on the morning of day 42. You guys, I hardly know what to say in a situation like this. Welcome back just isn't enough. You've returned safely! I was so worried that my heart almost broke.
Oh.
My dear sister and I prayed for you every day. Damn it, what the hell is this? Some kind of salty shit coming out of my eyes? Phrasing, Ava. Me too. My eyes are squirting. The defense team all looked genuinely happy to see us back. We appreciated that, but yeah, you're gonna pass out. All we could muster was a dry laugh.
So, what about the QB liquid?
You found it, right?
Tsubasa weakly lifted her arms to bring it out.
Hey, nice work!
I knew you could do it.
Thank you so much, everybody. They showered us with applause, cheers, and praise. Smiles stretched across every face, and some even started leaping with joy.
Now, Miss Kawana, I hate to ask you so soon after your return, but
You idiots, you don't even know how to use the QB liquid.
Do you think you can get started on dealing with the bacteria?
Tsubasa looked, god damn it, poor girl. Tsubasa looked completely drained. Her hollow eyes stared into nothing as she answered.
Fine, but I can't do it alone. I need everyone's help.
Jesus, man. Always is in the 100, eh?
Phew, looks like we made it in time. Good thing the school has replication machines.
Thanks to that, we managed to synthesize a large quantity of undiluted QB liquid.
We divided the QB liquid among ourselves and sprayed it all over every last inch of the school. Of course, we gave the school bus in the parking lot a thorough going over as well.
That should clear out the particle bacteria. There's no chance of it spreading now.
But what about the bus?
It's still a corroded mess.
I guess I'll just have to figure something out.
Did you kind of repair it?
Yeah, I did this kind of thing plenty at Grandpa's garage. What a relief.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh my god, stop, you motherfuckers! Jesus Christ! I'm gonna punch them, that's aggravating.
And now, Kawana, if you don't mind, I need you to...
Someone kicked Siri as hard as they could before he could finish his demand. Thank you, whoever that was. I bet it was like Hiruka, wasn't it?
Honorable Siri, sir!
Ninga ran over to comfort his fallen superior. Who would do such a thing? I looked around to find the culprit, only to see that everyone else was looking at me. Nice, that was my second guess. Apparently, I was the one who kicked him. It all happened unconsciously. Sorry, Siri. I'm just so tired I'm losing my sense of reason.
Siri does not appear to be listening, I fear.
Yeah, he's out like a light. Is everything okay? I mean, with you, Takumi. Isn't the bomb inside of you supposed to go off if you even lay a finger on Siri? It's probably fine. I agree. Interesting. I wonder if there's like an extra purpose to this scene to imply that Takumi does not have his bomb inside of him anymore. Huh. After all... Okay, they're gonna do the battle cry. Takumi might have led something on him. But he wasn't a finger. Sure. Yeah, like he was a foot. Yeah, that's what it was. I was about to say it was a foot. What is this interaction?
It was a foot.
What the fuck was that? Goro's gonna be back. Shoutouts to Conspiracy Rat. After that, we immediately parted ways. The others headed back to their rooms, but Hiruka lingered behind to speak to me. Looks like we solved our particle bacteria problem. In this timeline, anyway.
Huh?
Yeah, we should give some QB liquid to the Hunt timeline, too. Yep. The next time the blood space waves will be high enough is day 35. We'll be able to leap then between 5 and 11 a.m. That was one of the interactions of all time. Comedy, yeah. It will still be a while until it can get to the hunt timeline. I hope the damage hasn't spread too badly by then.
Oh.
Me too. But there's something else we have to do first. We have to finish investigating the library. I think we're at 80%. Are you talking about that metempsychosis book? We'll resume our search tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be our last day, actually. Right, we only have 10% of the okay, 90%. We only have 10% of the books left to check. Hideko gave a firm nod. Well then, it's all in your hands, servant. With that, she left and headed for her own room. It really does feel, man, like the only way that they can finish this route is by sacrificing Hideko, because they're given a lot of exposure to her in this route. This is pretty much the Hideko route. It's either called the Hideko route or time loop route, or it's gonna be something more fancy like Destiny route or something. I don't know. Future route. We'll see. But it does feel like the only way that they can finish this arc is by killing Hideko, and it would explain why she seems so like everyone has watched like Avengers Endgame, I assume. So it's kind of like Tony Stark when Doctor Strange tells him of the one timeline, and then he puts everything he has into that, no matter what happens. So I feel like, oh fuck, I think you're joking. Well, whatever. I'm sorry. I don't care though. Okay, thank you, but I'm watching. You guys suck. Okay. Anyway, it's like that. I staggered and wobbled back to my room. When I lay my worn-out husk of a body down, I was greeted by an intense drowsiness. I have no idea what happened after that. A second later, I was completely unconscious. I think you're toying with me, both of you. There's no way you haven't seen that. It was like the biggest thing in the world. There's like people would shoot you if you hadn't seen it. It's evening, Takumi. How long do you plan on sleeping? You're too old to act like this.
Hey!
I'm literally a teenager. And in case you forgot, we ran 2 marathons, fought a battle in between, and had to hose the school down with QB liquid as soon as we got back. I'm dying from lack of sleep here. Keep it down. We're in the library. Takumi's gonna say, we're the only 2 here. Who cares? Nobody's even here. I'm here. Are you blind or something? Didn't I just tell you to quiet down, smooth brain? You're yelling too. What the fuck, man? I only know a scene with Thanos and Iron Man. Yeah. How is Buzz? Buzz has been saved. Buzz is still fucked up, but we have doused the skull with QB liquid, so it's not gonna spread. And now we're finishing. We're wrapping up the library. We're at 90% of it inspected. The remaining 10% is where our hope lies to find the metempsychosis book. I'm glad to see you're doing okay. By the way, welcome. Good morning, Masayuki. Or good night. Your name sounds Japanese enough. Same to you. After a short rest, Hideko spoke solemnly. Alright, let's get started. For real this time. It's night, yeah. I figured as much. We spent that We spent what felt like an eternity there in the library, in silence. My head was empty, incapable of independent thought. We were just staring at the light of the lamp dangling from the ceiling, transfixed. I had no idea how much time had passed. But then I heard the announcement.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. Make sure you get some serious R&R while you can so you're ready for the next enemy attack. Well then, good night.
Silence washed over the cold, vast space once more. Neither of us said a word. We continued to stand there, stunned. After some time, Hiroko finally spoke. Let's head back. I tried to answer, but my mouth was too dry to move.
Oh.
There's no sense in lingering. The book wasn't in here, after all. It might be out there somewhere beyond the wall of fire, but I have no idea how we'd find it. There's no libraries or bookstores out there. It would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Does that mean we're going to have to give up on the book and find another way out of the loop? With that, Hiroka's leaped out of the room. The thing is, Eito said he did have one piece of useful information, and I swear to Christ, this is somehow gonna be about the book we're looking for, right? Like, it only makes sense. I felt something dark in the pit of my chest. I couldn't even muster a sigh. Maybe Eito took that book when he left the cage, right? Maybe, like, somehow, in a weird way, he might have known about that book and he took it from the library before he went to inspect the revival medic. Bing bong ding dong.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 44th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I wasn't over what happened yesterday. The black lump was still stuck in my chest. But we still had more than 50 days left until day 100. We'd be sure to find a way to break out of the loop by then. I firmly reminded myself of this fact and decided to walk around the school like normal. I don't even know, man. He's gonna talk about the school decoration, and Takumi's gonna be like, "What terrible taste."
This ain't too bad. The design of this hallway is the fucking tits. I love how shiny it is.
Takamata seems to like the decor here. Talk about terrible taste. Choo 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 choo. Choo 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 choo. This might be my favorite free time theme in all of the Danganronpa games. I mean, all of the Kazutaka Kadaka games, I guess. Hey, Takumi, come here a minute. I've got something to show you. Takumi, is this anatomical model as erotic to you as it is to me? Erotic? Where? It's just creepy. Oh, for the love of murder. You just don't get it. It's rare to find such a wonderful model.
Look at those gorgeous organs. The heart is rubbery like a balloon. And the twists of the small intestine are amazing, like a labyrinth of love. It's too much to bear. It's so sexy I can't stand to look.
Nothing you're saying makes a lick of sense to me, you know?
Then let me teach you to appreciate the allure of this model until you fully comprehend.
After that, I was restrained by Yugamo and forced to listen to his explanation on the sex appeal of the anatomical model. Great. That was awesome. The sun set and the scenery turned dark and dusky. A similar phenomenon was happening in my chest. Wow. That's dramatic. I couldn't stop thinking about the loop. Was there really a way out of it? As I was mulling it over, I realized I wasn't alone. FB? Oh.
Huh?
Ava? Did you need something? There's something I wish to report to you, Eito escaped. Is Eito about to burn that literal fucking book? Mr. Sumino, you said you were looking for a book called Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis, correct?
Huh?
Yeah, I did. What about it? Yeah, it's gonna be with Eito. I think I may have figured it out. Where that book is, I mean. What? I was just talking to Mr. Ginzaki, and somehow we ended up on the subject of Mr. Atsuki. That was so predictable. Yes, Eito has been locked up in that room ever since day 9. Pardon me asking this, but is it doing all right? How is his emotional well-being? I give him meals regularly. He always seems the same as ever. He's actually pretty fond of that place. He told me it's quiet and relaxing. Oh, okay, let me guess something. He asked for a book to read and you got him, coincidentally, that one book. He even said it's perfect for reading, bingo. For reading? Yes, I bring him books with his meals. He asked me for something to read, so I just grabbed a few from the library. If I might ask, was there a book titled Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis in your selection? Yes, there was. I remember it because of that weird, complicated title. Why do you want to know? Oh god. Alright, boys, I'm gonna go take a pee. That was like literally the most predictable thing. Anyway, give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Ava, thank you. I gave her my short and sweet thanks before sprinting outside. Shiroko, come with me. Dude, you just barged into a girl's room at night. That's crazy. What is it? I know where the book is. We thundered down the stairs, through the halls, and into the capsule room. Let me guess, you finally figured it out. Where did you put that book? I've got it right here, and let me guess, you have a lighter too. Eito pulled out the book out of his jacket. I ripped it out of his clutches. I looked over the cover. There it was, the title I'd wanted to see for so long. Reflections on Imprecatory Metempsychosis. Unfortunately, the pages are all fucking ripped, aren't they? Yep. All of the pages are ripped out, yeah? And now we're gonna... Oh, this is good! This is so good! We're gonna have to trust Eito! That is awesome! What happened to them? Do you know anything about goats? I've been told more than once that I look like he ate the fucking pages, bro. That's okay. That is good. Don't tell me. That's right. I ate them. You gave me so little food. I was so hungry, I just couldn't help myself. Hirako and I searched the room from top to bottom. We even frisked Eito just in case he was hiding anything on him. But there wasn't so much as a single page. Not a single paragraph of the book remaining. He ate it? I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. Back in the day, I used to eat toilet paper when I was taking a dump. It's true. Did you read it? Of course he did, Takumi. You did, didn't you? Why did you think I asked if you had finally figured it out? There was information relevant to our situation in there. You knew we'd show up for it eventually. Isn't that right? That's not all. I gave you a hint on day 36 as well. I happen to be aware of some valuable intel that you might be interested in. So there was information about the time loop in that book? Eito, tell us everything. What exactly was written in it? Have your hippocampi rotted away? I said I wouldn't tell you anything until you apologized to me. And not just Takumi. I'm including you too now, Shiruka. That's called joint liability. Why don't you two get on your knees, put your foreheads to the ground, and lick the floor while you grovel? We're so sorry, Eito. You don't deserve this. Then maybe, just maybe, you suck my...
Hey!
There's no way we're doing any of that. Well then, I guess we're done here. You're going to have to repeat this same pointless 100 days forever and ever. 100 years, 1,000 years, it doesn't matter. It'll just keep going for all eternity. Well, maybe that's not so bad in its own way. It's the same as being immortal, in a sense. I guess he has a point. My god, give me a second, guys. Okay, I think I'm back. Well, maybe that's not so bad in its own way. It's the same as being immortal, in a sense. On second thought, I'm actually a little jealous of you. So envious that I might have to sleep it off for a while. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Sleep tight, you two. I'm really into this development, dude. You have no idea. It was still before dawn. Hiroko and I had come to the lab for the first time in a long while. And again, like, I wonder if this Eito is actually the one who's the successor in the Hunt timeline, not the Eito from the Calamity route. Okay, I'm all done configuring the machine. Everything is ready. Now we just have to wait for 5 a.m. And the QB liquid. Got it right here. I asked Tsubasa to give me a little extra. By the way, what do we do about Eito? Are we going to force him to tell us what he knows somehow? That would be a waste of time. Torture doesn't work on his type. We actually have to apologize. Then what do we do? Hideko wrapped her knuckles against her brow as she answered, yep. Let's think on it. I still have time. And right now, we need to focus on the leap at hand. Our goal isn't anything too complicated this time. We just have to get the QB liquid to Tsubasa in the Hunt timeline. I mean, you still have to find the window where Takumi 4 is sleeping. But it's possible someone might slip and crack his head somewhere along the line. Isn't it? Wow. Great call out. The next time the blood space waves will surge is day 50. There's a battle on day 47, so we can't afford to linger under any circumstances. Don't worry, I won't screw up like that again. Famous last words. Then go ahead and work your magic. 5 a.m. on the dot. Clad in our leap suits, we slammed the red button and jumped onto the platform. Alright, let's go! It's light out. The morning announcement hasn't played yet, but someone might wake up early and come over here. Let's proceed with caution. Don't make a sound. Got it. First, we head for Takumi 4's room. Huh? Shouldn't we go straight to Tsubasa? I mean, you have to dupe him first. Looking like this, when she wakes up and screams in our faces, then what? But why do we need to go to Takumi 4's room? I need you to become Takumi 4 again. Then you can give the QB liquid to Tsubasa and explain how you got it. Explain it how? Just make something up. But if Takumi 4 wakes up while you're at it, we'll have a mess on our hands. That's why. We're gonna drug him again, yep. We quietly infiltrated Takumi 4's room. He was still sleeping. Hideko sidled up to him and with a reckless amount of force, stabbed him with a hypodermic needle.
Can't you be a little gentler when you do that? Even if he's from another timeline, he's still me.
I know. And that's why. More importantly, clothes and get to Tsubasa. I'll take your suit and head for the capsule room.
What do we do about him?
We leave him here and go. The anesthetic I used is more powerful than the one from last time. He'll be out for a whole day. We've got nothing to worry about.
Sure thing. We stepped out of Takumi 4's room. I gave my leap suit to Hideko, who wished me luck and vanished inside the school. I watched her leave before I headed to Tsubasa's room. I rang the doorbell, and Tsubasa opened the door, sleepily rubbing her eyelids.
What is it? It's so early.
Sorry, but I have something to give you. Mwah. And also the QB liquid. I pulled the QB liquid out of my pocket and handed it to Tsubasa.
No way. This is QB liquid. But how? Where did you get this?
Well, I snuck out to do some extra exploring last night and found it then.
Where?
Oh jeez, where was it again? It was so dark I couldn't really see.
Well, whatever. What matters is that we can use this to get rid of the particle bacteria. Thank you, Takumi. You're seriously the best.
What a relief. Now all of you can leave this place on day 102, you idiot.
Huh? What do you mean, all of you? Aren't you going to get in the pod with us?
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I was going to blow the lid off the whole operation if I kept talking. There was only one way out. Well, good luck with everything. I turned and tried to leave Tsubasa behind, but...
Wait. Aren't you going to help?
I have an errand I need to deal with. You can ask the others though, right?
Wow. Heartless much? I'm kind of offended. Maybe I'll just disable the shower and toilet in your room.
Tsubasa started marching over to my room. I panicked and tried to stop her. Wait! We had until 11 AM to leap back to our timeline. It was only 6:30 AM now, so I still had time. Fine. You win, I'll help you.
Great, then let's get right to it.
Got the QB for the QT. Nice! Oh, that's good. That's good. Pat, pat.
Phew, finally done. That should have wiped out the particle bacteria. Thanks, Takumi. You really saved us.
I scratched the tip of my nose. This hangar was the only place affected by the bacteria, right?
Yeah, for now. But just to be sure, I'll spray it all around the school later. I can use the replicator in the biolab to increase our stock of QB liquid.
How about the escape pod repairs?
I'll just have to give it a shot. It looks like it's going to be a serious task though. When I was spraying the liquid just now, I got inside the pod from a gap in the corroded external wall. From there, I saw that the control system is a mess. I'll need to replace everything, including the circuit board.
I don't really know anything about that stuff, but it sounds like a lot of work.
But there was one good thing. If we replace the control system circuit board, we'll all be able to manually deploy the pod from the war room.
From the war room, manually?
Yeah.
So we could escape the school without waiting for day 100?
Exactly. But it's going to take at least 50 days to fully repair it, even if I work at top speed.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened on the killing game route, and then we got commune to speed things up.
So I'd be done by day 95 at the earliest. That barely changes anything.
Huh? Can't the others help you out with some of it?
There's plenty they could do, but I can't really ask them for help right now. We're smack dab in the middle of the invader hunt, after all.
I can hardly ask the members we're up against. Oh, I can hardly ask the members we're up against, you know.
Ah!
Hold on. I thought the invader hunt was over. Yeah, Takumi. Huh? What are you saying? It got back on track a while back. Ever since the real sponsor showed up on day 33. What? The sponsor is still alive?
Ah.
Yeah, Tsubasa said the one that got killed on night 31 was a spare. Then Kakuji is still out there. I guess I never considered that they were two different people because of that. I just assumed they somehow got revived. Huh. Interesting. Right. Which means she's likely hiding somewhere inside the school. Watch out for her. If I was looking for a place to hide in the school without being found, our eyes met. Underground. The hidden room. Yep. Fucking the distress signal transmitter. Abunayo. Abunayo? Abunai. What is that supposed to mean? What does a abunayo mean? Like the text on the black and yellow striped sign. Any ideas? Isn't it danger? I mean, I'm gonna assume it is because you know some Japanese. I mean, it makes sense too with the keep out stuff all over the place. We descended the stairs to the basement, just as we'd suspected someone was there. Well, the body of Kurara should be there. Well, no. No, stupid. That's a Mr. Timeline. Yeah, but Kakuji should be here. But it wasn't who we were expecting. Okay, that's the Eito from the Calamity route. I guess I forgot about him. Good. Like, he looks really good with all those effects going on in the background and foreground. It's like, this looks like one of those TikTok edits from thirsty people. Eito? What are you doing here? Eito stared at Hideko in her leap suit and nodded as if something had just clicked for him. I see. You must be Hideko. I recognize the voice. Identifying people by their voice rather than their appearance is something of a forte of mine. The leap suits had voice changers, but Hideko's was turned off at that point. Because everyone looks like hideous monsters to you. Oh, you know about that? I can't say I'm surprised. Those suits tell me you have experience jumping to other timelines. And Hideko, you don't belong to this timeline, do you? The Hideko from this timeline is already dead. You're here from some other timeline. That's where you learned about my secret. The same probably goes for you, Takumi. Hideko being alive and well doesn't seem to bother you at all. Which means the two of you jumped from the same timeline, didn't you? So what if we did? I was just thinking out loud. After all, you're the same as us. You don't belong to this timeline either. The Eito in this timeline had a script globe and absorbed by Takumi on day 2. How despicably cruel. Even if this isn't my timeline, that's hard to forgive. You must be from the Box of Calamity timeline. You jumped from it on day 36, didn't you?
Oh.
Box of Calamity? Is that what you're calling it? You're probably right. I imagine that is the timeline I came from.
Huh.
I escaped the school, wandered the streets, and by chance, I stumbled on some sort of laboratory. I decided to tinker with the machinery there, and before I knew it, I was here. There's no way that happened just by chance. Yeah, that is way too coincidental. And let's not forget that Kakuji could have very well somehow because his lock was broken on that timeline. Kakuji could have somehow just warped there, broken the lock, and then, told him to go here, right? Because Kakuji kept talking about the successor. It only makes sense that Kakuji would look after someone, right? After Eito and strike a deal with him. It's even possible, maybe, that Eito is possessed by a Gi. Possible. Although I do not remember if when Tsubasa stabbed Eito, if he screamed the Gi sound. I don't think he did, but I would have to recheck. Oh, but it did. It's not so surprising considering my specialist skill. I mean, yeah, your specialist skill does give you random attributes, so I guess you got a random strike of luck.
Oh.
Special fortune telling. Eito nodded slowly.
Huh?
Fine. We'll say it was a coincidence. Let me ask you something. Are you the sponsor of the Invader Hunt? No matter the timeline, you're still just as dense. The Invader Hunt started on day 26. How could I sponsor the game when I only arrived here on day 36?
Uh-huh.
Then the real sponsor must be Kakuji.
Ah.
Oh, do you two know who it is? Not answering, Well, so be it. I'm not interested in the sponsor anyway.
Huh.
Then what are you doing here? Why are you here? I wanted to read.
Huh?
Read.
Huh?
Why would you do that? You don't know why someone would read? You're terminally stupid, I fear. I read to satisfy my intellectual hunger. There's so much I want to know. About humanity, about space, about the laws of physics that govern it all. And of course, about the mystery behind my own existence. You two are completely unrelated to my timeline, so allow me to confess in full. Deep down, I wanted to see people the way you see them, purely as a matter of intellectual curiosity. So I started reading all kinds of books to find a way to make it happen, but over the course of time, you just kept finding more and more reasons to hate them. Unfortunately, it seems there really is some kind of glitch in my brain. And man, this is like where stuff like the conspiracy route was so disappointing to me, because we had this build up for the anti-Exodus alliance, right? Where Goro was established and it was supposed to disrupt the mission because they didn't believe what they were doing was right. And honestly, it would be such a sick way to explain Eito's origin. Like, Eito is a product of someone who tried to sabotage the mission by messing with this TRC, so that he would like develop in a way that would put him against our task force. Like, I wish they had done that. Like, it would be so cool. I talked a lot about it in the conspiracy route, man. Alas. So long as I have that, I won't be able to perceive people the same way you do. Sad, isn't it? Shall we cry about it together? All I want is to be friends. Do you know anything about how to get this glitch out of my brain? I mean, we don't exactly know that, but we do know that you can have a change of heart. Although our characters don't know that because they don't have the memories of Goodbye Ato or of second scenario. I mean, they shouldn't have memories of Goodbye Ato only to a certain extent because most of that was just Ato. Zap's Tavin can't talk about something that goes against the mission. Wow, man. Too bad. Credits roll. Ending 69. You idiot. If you do, I think I could be your comrade again. In the truest sense of the word. Do we have a choice? It's been a minute since we had a choice, so I feel like this is as good a time as any for a choice. I suppose there was no point in asking. You don't believe me, do you? I'll just have to disappear, I suppose.
Huh?
Disappear? Don't tell me. Oh no, you're gonna kill yourself? Or you're gonna time leap to somewhere else, huh? Exactly. See you around. What the fuck, Ato? The very next, oh my god. The very next second Ato pulled something out of his pocket. It's not his infuser, I don't think, because then he would just change. Oh my god. I mean, I wonder if this is like some sort of cryptoglobin grenade. Doesn't look like it, but if it is, we're gonna be... Well, Hiriko's gonna be protected. What the fuck is happening? Oh, it's a flash grenade. It's a flash grenade. Okay, never mind. That makes more sense. I didn't have time to close my eyes or plug my ears. A stun grenade. I murmured my brief realization before losing consciousness. What day is it? I think we're gonna miss... I wonder if Yuriko was affected by it.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
Because if Yuriko wasn't, she might have carried us back to the steady fundamental.
Get ready for your 46th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
We're gonna miss the battle with on day 47. I think that was Terentami and Yugang, I believe. Sorry. Oh god. Oh.
You certainly sleep hard. Maybe it's an after effect of leap damage.
Yeah, okay, so we went back to the steady fundamental.
This is my room, right? Are we back in steady fundamental?
Of course. And who do you think you have to thank for that?
Don't tell me. Again.
I seriously considered just abandoning you this time. But I knew I'd miss having an errand boy. So I carried you back.
Very cute, Hiriko.
Was it a stun grenade that went off? Were you alright?
Yeah, she was in the suit, I guess.
I was wearing my leap suit, so I took almost no damage.
I sat up and got out of bed. What happened after I died? After the lights subsided, 803 was gone. 3? I mean, yeah, if you consider our timeline as 1, the timeline of the Killing Hunt as 2, and the Calamity Ato as 3, then I guess it does make sense. He was the Ato of the Box of Calamity timeline. The versions of us in that timeline are Shiriko 3 and Takumi 3, right? Okay, I guess that's also fair. I figure the same could apply to him. I see, so 803 got away. I tried to chase him, but you were already incontinent and laid out. Don't you mean inanimate? Yeah, I thought it was unconscious that she meant, but I guess that works too. What does incontinent mean? It's probably something horny, isn't it? Like impotent? Incontinent. Let's check. An incontinent meaning. It means having a no or insufficient voluntary control over urination or defecation. Nice. Okay, so someone who can't. That's pretty funny. We were also running out of time to make the leap, so I had to give up on 803. Hideko sighed deeply. We have to do something. Kakuji is in that timeline too. That's true. But let's set it aside for a moment. There's someone I want to introduce you to first. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's our Eito, isn't it? Huh? I think. Huh? Who? Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Huh? This is the infirmary. That chair. It's the Dolmenic Cognitive Reconstruction Therapy device. The new and improved version. Huh? So, who did you want to introduce me to? Did she brainwash Eito? We're ready for you. Come on out. At Hideko's words, someone stepped out from inside the revival medic. Interesting. Cause like, yeah, this is new and improved. I guess. This is like really interesting. You know? Cause 803 did say that if we could find, like deep down, he wanted friends. He wanted to see us the way that we see each other. And he made a deal. If we can find a way to cure that glitch in his brain, he could be our comrade. So I wonder if what Hideko did is she went to this Eito in a strange pod room and was like, hey, I might know how to fix you. Would you be willing to accept that? And then he took her up on the offer because it was like one chance. And the thing is, this is supposedly new and improved. So I guess in a way this could work. We know that in the coming of age route, this didn't work. It was all bullshit. Love and peace, you know? I think it was peace and love, whatever. Anyway, this is interesting development because Eito willingly did this. What? Eito! I instinctively balled up my fists and squared up. It's okay, he's on our side now. On our side? Just to be absolutely clear, this is this timeline's Eito. In other words, 801. You let him out of the capsule room? Yes. Why? Don't be so alarmed, Takumi. I've been completely reborn. I didn't understand. I looked to Yuriko for an explanation. Do you remember what 803 said in the Hunt timeline? Do you know anything about how to get this glitch out of my brain? If you do, I think I could be your comrade again. In the truest sense of the word. Oh. That gave me an idea. The Cerebro Glitch Repair Program. Exactly. But I figured that wouldn't be enough to get rid of the bone-deep contempt he had for humanity. Huh? So you used that Dominic thing? Oh. Yes, with Sirenigo's permission, of course. Originally, this machine couldn't be used on Special Defense Unit members, but thanks to my improvements on its design, I was able to use it on Eito. Are you sure about this? Because that just means that our our fucking attempt to brainwash him on the coming of age route was literally fated to not work from the beginning, no matter who it was, as long as they were from the special defense unit. I mean, I guess only Hiroko knows that because of past experiences. Maybe Syrian Eagle did not know that. Maybe. And thanks to Hiroko, I'm as you see me now. Well, I suppose I don't look any different, but my mind feels like it has been thoroughly cleansed. And what do we look like to you? How can I explain it? To start with, Hiroko looks like an intellectual, refined woman of great beauty. On the other hand, Takumi, you look like a half-rotted cherry tomato that's been left in the back of the refrigerator too long. He's still glitched! That was a joke. In truth, you're a beautiful young man with a dignified face, full of courage and passion. Oh, maybe I've said too much. Holy shit! Fucking based. At any rate, appearance is something that can only be described subjectively. What I see and what you see are not necessarily the same. But at the very least, I no longer have the physiological aversion to your appearance that I used to. To put it simply, in my eyes, you all look truly beautiful. There's your explanation. You really don't feel hatred for us or the rest of humanity now? That's right. I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's putting on a facade. I don't think he's faking the brainwashing. Or at least I don't want to think that. Because we've already done the same song and dance before. We have like an upgraded Revival-matic. We have like routes where we see Ato like sort of already organically coming to terms with his nature and sort of redeeming himself in a way as a character. So I wish that he's not faking this because, again, we've already done that song and dance before. I wish they don't do it again. Like, you know. So we can trust you now? I swear you can. On my life. Then tell us about the book. Okay, now we're getting sappy, bro. Now we're getting saucy. What did you read in it? Exactly what you would expect. It covers the history and examples of the time loop phenomenon, as well as some scientific considerations. We want to know how to get out of the time loop. Was there anything about that? There was. You jumped into the past from day 100 to day 2, right? I'm getting chills, guys. I'm getting chills because... Might I remind you of something? There's a choice right here. There's no reason for that choice to exist. It makes no sense. So you know where I'm going with this, right? Like, you know where I'm going with this. We're somehow gonna change that choice. And if that happens, I'm gonna, again, tip my hat to this game. Because that's fucking clever as hell. And I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed after going back there and choosing not to go back in time didn't do anything, right? Like, it was such a disappointing moment for me. So I really want that choice to mean something. The loop was triggered by that first trip back in time, so you need to prevent that trip from happening. Is that what you're saying, Ato? Once force is applied to an object, it will continue to move at the same speed until additional external force is applied. Yeah, that's the principle of inertia. That's the law of inertia, yes. Without friction or resistance, a spinning top would continue to spin forever. I'm getting chills. Like, now this is like an explanation that I am like really horny for. Let's go, dude. Because like I understand what they're doing here. Like there's been like no effort to like prevent that choice. Like it's been like the game is designed in a way so that okay, this is clever because the game is designed in a way so that Takumi always makes the choice to go back in time. Like there's no other alternative for it because that was a single timeline. That was like a predetermined set in stone route, whereas these other ones are where variables come into play, right? After the like time travel was done. So what Eito is getting at is we need to put some friction, we need to put some resistance to that choice of going back in time in the first place. This is so interesting. A pendulum continues to swing from side to side. A weighted spring continues to move up and down. That's exactly what your situation is like. Enough explaining, get to the conclusion. How do we break out of the loop? The best way to explain it is the example of the spring. You two are the weight on the spring. Time moves down from day 2 to day 100. But it can't progress any further. The restoring force of the spring brings it back to day 2. So how do we cut loose from the spring? We have to go back to day 2 and change the amount of force there. Like nullify it so that the spring doesn't go down. Yeah, either we increase the weight or we nullify it. Do we increase the weight? Precisely, yeah. It makes sense because then it's gonna go after day 100 indefinitely. But how the fuck do we do that, like, in practice? That's so interesting. Yeah, how do we do that?
Hey.
Let me get straight to the point. It all comes down to the lives of the Special Defense Unit. Huh. In what sense? I'm intrigued, Eito. Their lives? Oh my god! Indeed. The weight here is the weight of life itself. In short, all of the Special Defense Unit members in this timeline survive until 10 a.m. on day 100. This is getting into a direction that I've talked about before where, like, I had no idea this is how they were going to explain it, of course, but like I said many times, maybe the way to break out of the loop is through sacrifice. Maybe these lives, their very existence is the trigger for the time loop. So, where does that get us, Eito? The sum of all those lives will serve as a huge weight that can tear away the mighty spring that is the time loop. Hiroko and I were silent. 3 seconds later, I shouted out loud, "That is fucking crazy." Which, but basically what that means is that, like, if I'm understanding this correctly, we just all have to survive, but that gets into contradictory territory because we had that in the romance route, might I remind you, and apparently that's still, I mean, we don't know, but apparently that's still, ended on day 100. Weird. Okay, we'll see where this goes. Yes, we can finally break free of the time loop. We just have to keep everyone in this timeline alive. Yeah, I don't know, man. We had the same thing happening on the romance route. What are you guys talking about? Okay, that was a little weird, and honestly, I don't know, man, what is happening, but might I remind you, where's the romance route? There you go. Oh, I mean, that's Redstone, sorry. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that Redstone too. Where's romance? Oh, I got... Wait. Where the fuck is romance route? Oh, there we go. The thing is, we don't know if romance route was like a common dream or whatever. I guess that could be it because it was weird. We like Hiriko and Takumi fell off the roof and then they just woke up and like the chronology did not make sense. I'm a little confused on this, but let's assume romance route was a dream or something. It's either that or the writers just don't understand how this works exactly. Anyway, we just have to keep everyone in this timeline alive. That's no problem at all. Everyone's survival was one of my goals anyway. That feels awfully simple, and of course, we're gonna have some roadblocks. Even without this information, we're going to protect everyone anyway. Well, we have a definite objective now, so I'm grateful for that. The thing is, I'm pretty darn sure people are gonna die in this timeline. Like, I'm pretty darn sure people are gonna die in this timeline. Namely, the people who are alive in Mystery Route, because then we got the two teams to join up at the end of Ending 100. At the end of the Mystery Route, and I don't know if that necessarily breaks the time loop there because those were people from other timelines. So it's like there's like a lot up in the air about the time loop. Like this was a really sick explanation, and I guess you know it makes some amount of sense, I guess. But then like there's a bunch of holes in that when we consider other timelines and how we ended them. And it leaves things ambiguous as to how exactly those lives are quantified. Like, do they have to be from the same timeline? Can, like, people from other timeline jump in there? And then we have everyone alive and it breaks the time loop somehow, right? Like, it's weird. Well, we have a definite objective now, so I'm grateful for that. Our friend's survival is directly linked to our escape from the loop. This situation just got much simpler. I looked right into Eito's eyes as I spoke. Thank you, Eito. I'm going to trust you. For now. For now? Well, that's good enough, I guess. It's hard to regain lost trust. I'll do everything I can to support you until you can trust me unconditionally. Day 46 ended in excitement, or rather, it didn't. Tomorrow, Day 47 would face another defensive battle. Hiriko and I had something we needed to do before it died. And that something was... fuck until dawn. I don't know what that was. Oh, the earbuds, yeah, because of Turantomi's auditory attacks, yeah. Yeah. The auditory attacks, that makes sense. Okay. Bro, that was fun. That was a fun session. Specifically because of that ending. That ending was really awesome. I'm excited, guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, this route hasn't done anything, like, mind-blowing yet. I like the explanations that they're giving us, like, this whole thing with the time loop and how we break it. Again, a little bit confusing because it contradicts previous routes to a certain extent, but, you know, like, this game is so wacky, dude. Like, we don't know if Romance Route is Like, we don't know how these lives are counted, right? We don't know, like, what counts as, like, having the full team alive, because in Redstone route, we technically had the full team. They were just brought back by Redstone. In the Romance route, we did have the full team, but that could have been a dream, some sort of weird shenanigan thing. And then, you know, in Route 100, we had the full team, but that was from people, like, from 2 different timelines. So it's, like, maybe 3 different timelines even. Who knows? It's just, like, groups from different places. So does a time loop break in any of those, or does it have to be people from all of the same timeline, and it can't be a dream, you know? It's weird, right? It's so wacky. Because we can't be sure of anything, and that's what pisses me off about it. It's, like, very unclear. But either way, I like the way that they're explaining this. Like, the principle of inertia being used here, I guess, makes sense. I guess, like, their lives being used as, like, a way to counter the force of time itself, it makes sense. Like, let's think about this for a second from, like, a narrative perspective. Like, fuck physics, but let's think about this from a logical narrative perspective. This game talks a lot about regret and choices, right? And having trust in your decision. And if anything, the whole reason why Takumi went back in time is because of his regrets for his friends' deaths. So technically speaking, a timeline with 0 regrets, with a team fully lived, will have none of that force of regret that caused the time loop in the first place. So it kind of makes sense. I can get behind that explanation. It's interesting from a certain perspective. But yeah, there's a lot of mist over how this entire thing works. I had the same thought, but I stopped questioning things at this point. Yeah, I'm a questioner. I will stick to my it's in my role here until the bitter end, and I'll call out when the game is weird. But yeah, either way, I'm having fun with this. I love that we brought Aito into this. Like, this is so interesting, and it sort of explains theoretically why he was friendly in Mystery Route 100 when this team traveled back there. Again, I think people are gonna die. I think this is just not a very interesting story if people don't die, now that we established that people can't die, right? So I don't think this is gonna be like a conclusive ending. Like, it's funny because I don't think we're actually having a clear answer of whether or not we break the loop or not. I think what's actually happening is, at the end of this route, we are actually gonna travel to Mystery Route, and we're gonna have the team, like, all together. And that's gonna leave it to your interpretation. Like, did they survive past day 100? Did they just reset after that? You know, it's interesting. Like, that is an interesting way to end things off on, and, you know, it's okay if they do that. Because I don't know what I'm expecting other than that. I don't know how they would handle this other than that. There could be a situation where there's a choice at the end of this route, where in one choice, they travel to that timeline, and in the other choice, we actually break the loop. It's possible. I think that's the most likely outcome, actually, when I think about it. I don't think we're going to treat ending 100 as, like, the de facto ending for the story locks. I think it's just one alternative, right? Especially since we have already seen that ending. So I don't think they would make it the ending, right? Because you see it so early on. Like, you see it on, what, day 30? No, not day 30. Day fucking 20 or something like that. So it feels like there's going to be something else down the line in this route that's going to be, you know, let's not forget, we also haven't had the rearrangement of Carousel. We still have one song track that is still locked, and it's a lyrical one. It's a lyrical one because it's coupled together with the lyrical songs at the beginning. So I believe that's gonna be a remix of Carousel. But the thing is, Carousel has a very, I guess, depressing lyric, because it talks, I mean based on what I can hear of it, because I think some parts of it are in Japanese, or maybe I'm derping, but it talks about going round and round in circles like a carousel. So does that mean that the loop continues and we're just fine with that? How is this right? I'm so interested, right? Like, I think there's such a good story to tell here, and I'm honestly a little afraid of them not making the most of it. Like I've been, I've had this concern many moments in this game, but I feel like more than ever, because this timeline has so much writing on it, has so much potential, and it has to be so big, right? It has to be so big. And I think that's why I really want this to hit me. I want this to be one of the best endings of the game. Again, I don't think it's going to be as emotionally impactful as Second Scenario, but I really want this to leave a mark. I want to remember this game by this ending. You have a game around timelines, and then you have one route that merges all of those timelines into one beautiful, potent ending that ties all of those themes together. It's really cool, right? I want that. But I guess there's only one way to figure out. We still have a relatively long way to go. I don't know how long, but relatively long. But we'll see, man. Imagine it's just Carousel played backwards, and then you go back to Resident Evil. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing, right? I talked about it briefly a while back, but going back to that timeline and changing that choice would be really interesting. Like, it would be such an interesting development. I would love that, because I've entertained that idea for so long that there's no point in having that choice there. That's what pisses me off. So I want that to mean something. I want them to do something with it. Like, deep down, as a writer, I want that to happen, you know? It just makes sense from a narrative perspective, and from a video game perspective too. It's cool to like do that. But anyway, I'm enjoying this a lot, and I have really high hopes for this, that this is going to be really awesome. So yeah, I'll catch you guys around. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming this on Wednesday. I really, really need to... I really need to finish the battle pass on fucking DJ Max. So I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change tomorrow's stream to DJ Max. I'm probably going to be playing a lot of DJ Max tomorrow, although I have to do some work. I don't know, man. I'll figure it out. You guys will know. Anyway, bye-bye. Have a good day, y'all.